Traakenholt, Episode 1. Tenk was no more than 50 shelters and shacks, bunched together in the middle of nowhere. It was a fishing village that sat in a higgledy-piggledy, ramshackle mess just behind the sandbank at the top of a gently sloping beach in approximately the middle of its gently sweeping concave arc, where it lay behind a northern and southern headland. Both of these headlands were part of the same single highland range, which stretched far inland in an almost unbroken curve of its own. These hills had once formed the shoreline themselves, but over time sand had washed in to form the beach, so by stealing the waves away from the cliffs. No roads led to or from Tenk. A few dusty tracks meandered into and out of the village, but they soon petered out amongst the bushes. There was never any passing trade. The folk of Tenk were a hardy, simple and self-reliant bunch. They had to be in such isolation. Though they scraped a few meagre crops from the sandy and arid earth behind the beach, they principally owed their existence to the excellent fishing in the area. Everything they caught, they ate, which was good because otherwise it would have gone to waste. The nearest town down the coast was too far away to trade fresh fish on a daily basis, and even if they had gone to the effort of preserving it somehow, they would have found no buyers. Nobody was interested in fish from Tenk. The people of Tenk knew this, and they knew why. It was not so much that the fish were bad. The continued health of this community of fisher folk vouched for the good quality of the fish themselves. It was more to do with the place that the fish came from. Not Tenk itself. Nobody gave a damn either way about a crap hole like Tenk. No, it was more to do with the bay in which Tenk sat. The Bay of Traakenholt. The island of Traakenholt sat just off the coast. At first appearance, it may have looked like a final headland at the outer end of the rocky promontory that closed the northern end of the beach. However, even a brief inspection revealed that this could not be the case. Firstly, it didn't match the geology of the highlands in any way. They were a dusty ochre, whereas it was a sleek black. Rather than the tumbling and crumbling slopes of the hills, its sides were vertical and smooth, resembling walls more than cliffs. Indeed, the rocks at its base had not even been worn and rounded by the actions of countless waves, but had remained resiliently geometric and sharp-edged. Finally, if the line of the promontory had extended further out to sea, it would have passed well to the north of the island, almost as if trying to avoid contact with it.